Well, in Syria, the International Committee of the Red Cross says it has evacuated the last hospital patients left in East Aleppo. More than 37,000 people have been bussed out of the city in the last week. Advancing regime forces warned civilians to speed up the process of leaving so they can take full control of the area. TRT World's Eddie Stianchin is west of Aleppo City.
Now, the numbers are contradicting. Some people say around 5,000 civilians are still trapped in eastern Aleppo, and some say that number goes as high as 10 to 15,000. The truth is nobody knows exactly how many want to get out of that city. Some simply decided to stay on in eastern Aleppo or move to their relatives' places in western Aleppo, both eventually to be controlled by the regime. Now, those are families that are rather apolitical. They don't have family members fighting with rebels on the ground, so they feel they might be okay even after the regime takes control, which will happen quite soon. But for most of the civilians, most of the others, the story is completely different. They feel threatened by the regime and they feel they must flee for their lives. And this is why they are making this journey in these horrific conditions. Now, as soon as they pass through that hostile regime-controlled area, they arrive to this transfer point. We're essentially as close as it gets to the regime positions, and here they are greeted by relief workers. They are given food items as well as winter clothes and blankets. And unfortunately, I was just spoken to a doctor who said that they encounter many cases of small children and babies who got the cold and the flu, so they're also giving them medicine. Now, remember that they are traveling in large families along with the elderly, the wounded, the sick as well. This is absolutely one of the critical moments for these families who left everything behind, and now where they will go is also uncertain. So for now, they are sent to certain places to share different homes with other families, but that's why Turkish humanitarian agencies are also building thousands of tents. But until that happens, unfortunately, the suffering still continues for the civilians of eastern Aleppo.